Hello everyone, it's me, Michael, and as we enter Phase 4, I finally decided that it might be worth my lackluster time to watch Black Widow. This movie would feel like it's trying to copy Captain America and the Winter Soldier. That movie was much better and it had a lot of good plot elements and storytelling. It also did something for the MCU. Whereas this movie just feels shoved in, and because it's shoved in, it can't really do anything. It can't really change the MCU. It can't really help us see any new perspectives on characters. It can only introduce new characters and hope for the best that we like them. If you were hoping for great characters in this new movie, well, think again, because the only interesting one is Yelena. Taskmaster is just another crony controlled by another big villainous organization. This time, it's the Black Widow organization led by a pathetic, fat, chubby old man called Dreykov. He doesn't really do anything to impress people. He looks cool at the beginning, but it's quickly discovered that he's a pudgy idiot and he can't do anything for himself. Reduced from being a grand leader of a nation that could take over the world to a pathetic chubbo, basically just trying to get off the ground. The movie would also try to create problems, but then try to solve them with ridiculous issues, and then if there are any issues that arise, they just cut around them and pretend they never happened, such as the prison break scene where Elena and Natasha have to break their foster dad, the Red Guardian, out of the prison, but the thing is, there's some problems that come with that, such as if you bring a mountain down on top of a prison, you destroy property, and you also kill hundreds of people, which are several charges of murder. On top of the fact that breaking someone out of prison is also illegal. But does the movie actually deal with that? No, it doesn't. Sure, Natasha gets arrested because of her break of the Sokovia Accords law, but that's completely different than all of these other charges that would also have to be added onto a long rap sheet. So obviously the movie doesn't care and just moves on anyway. Like, it's really entertaining how you can just break into a prison, kill hundreds of people, break someone out, and there's no one to say, "No, you cannot do that. We're going to have to arrest you now." There's also a plot device involving a special pheromone that can repel the Black Widows, which our main villain Dreykov uses because, nothing's more masculine than rejecting females or repulsing them with your awful smell. Of course, that's the kind of serious villain plot devices that are happening in this movie. But why would Dreykov create this type of pheromone that can undo his entire operation? Don't know, and don't question it. That way, we can move on with the movie, and you can hopefully enjoy yourselves and give this a 5 out of 5 rating. The movie also can't treat any of its male characters with any seriousness whatsoever. They're all fat jokes and very narcissistic, and I really just can't take them. They're just so stupid. But the dumbest plot device might just be this. Like, seriously, Natasha? You couldn't have just, stood on the other side of the room? You couldn't have just held your breath? No, you have to sever the nerve, of course. On a positive note, there is a strong family dynamic between Natasha, Elena, and their foster parents. One more critique I must have about the family, though, the only good thing about them is that they have a strong bond, but the thing is, Elena, she doesn't really know anything good about her life. The only good thing was her foster parents that cared for her so much, but that's kind of taken away. But are we going to go down that path? No, of course we're not. We just have to finish everything up with big budget action scenes. That's it. No more, no less. It's a darn shame too, since this movie actually had some interesting ideas. But it really just decided to go down the route with big over-the-top action sequences, and of course a big over-the-top action sequence for its ending instead of something that's actually really creative. But of course, good guys win. Black Widow is arrested because Sokovia Accords, but of course her foster parents, who directly worked with the Black Widows, get off scot-free to be used in future projects. Oh, and also there's an end credits scene where Yelena is going to have to hunt down Hawkeye. She will of course beat them in combat, of course, because feminism, but that's really it for the movie. Hopefully you enjoyed my review of Black Widow. It's nothing really too special. In fact, it's one of the worst MCU movies I have ever seen. I give it a solid 5.5 out of 10. Be sure to tell me what you think down below, and remember to have a good rest of your day. Bye now.